It's Rob from DIY Built, and today we're going to be making some cornhole boards. And hey, if you want to build your own set for free, stick around and I'll show you how to do just that. You're going to need one 4x8 sheet of 1/2-inch plywood, 6 1x4s 8 feet long, and I would suggest S4S 1x4s as these are going to be the straightest you'll likely find at your local big box stores like Home Depot or Lowe's. 8 3/8 2.5-inch carriage bolts, 8 3/8-inch fender washers, 8 3/8-inch wing nuts, and some exterior glue. Now regulation cornhole boards are 4 foot by 2 foot, and a 4x8 sheet of plywood will do 2 sets of cornhole boards. So here's where the free part comes in. If you have to buy a full sheet of plywood anyways, why not muster up enough energy to make 2 sets of boards, keep one for your own family, and then sell the other set to pay for your out-of-pocket expenses. Make sense? Good. Over to the miter saw first. We'll cut the box frame using the 1x4s. For each board, I'm cutting 2 side pieces at 48 inches and 3 smaller pieces at 22.5 inches. One for top, one for bottom, and one for the center. If you're the type of person that likes to follow a plan step by step, I'll include a link to my personal digital plans in the description below, along with a bunch of helpful links for things like graphics, night lighting, bean bags, all the things that will help you make this DIY project epic. Then I'll cut the legs at 13 inches. This will give me the exact official height of 12 inches to the top of the board when in play. For each set of cornhole boards, you will have 4 legs 13 inches long, 6 top, bottom, and center pieces 22.5 inches long, 4 side pieces 48 inches long, and 2 2-foot by 4-foot sheets of plywood. This is a custom order from a local party rental company, and the other 2 pieces are for drink holders, which they requested as part of the design. This is totally optional, but let's face it, if adults are playing, there's likely some beverages floating around.
I got some beers. Let's drink them, huh?
Next, I'll cut the angle on the legs at exactly 22.5 degrees. The legs need to be rounded for a smooth operation once installed in the boards. I'm using a roll of tape, but you can use anything that has the same width as the board, such as a coffee mug or even a can. I'm using a jigsaw to cut as close to the line as possible and then just sanding it down to the line. Marking the hole location on the rounded end, find the center of the board, then mark down 1 inch. Drill a 3/8 inch hole and then use the first leg hole you drilled as a template to drill out all the remaining legs. Now it's time to start drilling pocket holes in the frame. Make sure your jig is set up for the proper thickness of material. I'm drilling 2 holes in the ends of all the 22.5 inch pieces. I'll also be drilling pocket holes every 8 inches that would attach the frame to the top of the plywood. I did this on all the pieces of the frame. Once all the holes were drilled, I could assemble the frame. Using clamps to hold it together will help keep everything aligned. You also want to make sure to use exterior wood glue on all these joints. I laid a bead of glue around the entire perimeter of the frame and then set the plywood onto that. Clamped it down and then fastened all the pocket screws. For the center hole, regulation boards are 9 inches down from the top. If you do decide to build your own set of cornhole boards, there are some wild graphics you can get online to use with your boards. Also, if you're new to the channel, please consider subscribing and hitting the notification bell if you want to be notified when I drop new videos. The hole itself is a 6-inch hole, and you can go about this a couple different ways. I'll be using a hole saw, but you could also use a jigsaw. A word of caution, if you are using a big hole saw like this, hold on to that drill. I'm also softening the hard edges of the plywood with my router around the perimeter as well as the hole itself. And if you don't have a router, you can just use sandpaper. I've cut a 1-inch spacer block to set the legs at the appropriate distance from the corner of the box. Drill a 3/8 inch hole through the pre-drilled hole in the legs, then through the sides of the frame. Insert a carriage bolt on either side and tap it into the wood. Add a fender washer on each side along with the wing nuts, and really this is as far as you need to take it, and you can move on to the finishing stage of the boards. However, I do have one more step, which is to add the cup holders. Now I'm testing the hole size using a beer can and making it slightly larger to accommodate the classic red solo cup. The hole size I settled on is 2 3/4, which really doesn't give too much forgiveness when drilling through a 1x4, but it is possible if you're cautious. Mount the drink holder using glue and pocket screws again, making sure the shelf is level and even side to side. For the finishing of these boards, we're using 3 coats of clear Helmsman spar urethane to bring out the natural grain of the wood. We are waiting for the vinyl graphics to be finished, so I'm only applying 2 coats for now, and then I'll do a final coat over top of the graphics when I get them. So this is a pretty simple set, but you can customize these to whatever you want using paints, different colors of stain, graphics. You can even add LED lights for those night games. And it really is a simple DIY project you can do with basic tools to have hours of fun this summer. Thanks for watching, guys, and until next time, get out there and build something.